Hello, my name is Rob Edwards, and I am a member of the Social Media and Communications Committee here at the PHRA. And today I am here with Laurie McIntosh, who is one of our keynote speakers today. Hello, Laurie.
Hi, glad to be here.
All right, so thank you for giving us such an informative and thought-provoking keynote here on day one at the PHRA. For those who were not fortunate enough to attend with us, could you please give us a brief overview of the presentation that you titled Effective Workplace Communication, Promoting Success Through a Culture of Trust and Belief?
Great, absolutely. And it was a great conference kickoff we had this morning. So in the effective communication element, what I really talked about is how communication is so foundational. And I talked about some things that really probably weren't new to anyone, but it's so good to have that thinking about things that you think are foundational, you think you know everything about. So we talked about how important it is for management to communicate effectively with employees. And then we also talked about how as an HR professional, how you need to leverage some key things like being confident, being trustworthy, build your reputation, and how important those are for you personally to have in your Rolodex, if you will, of information. So and then I also shared some things from Abraham Lincoln from an article I read in Harvard Business Review, which were just kind of a fun little ad at the end.
Fantastic. And I know I listened to your speech myself, and you talked a lot about active listening and nonverbal communication. I think that's very important, and I appreciate you sharing that with the group. Laurie, in addition to your work with SHRM, you have more than 20 years of experience as a human resources practitioner. How does your HR experience aid you in your current role with SHRM, and how does it relate to your ability to relate to the needs of the SHRM members?
Yeah, and I think with that, the key is relate. So I've been with SHRM now for 10 years, but before I was with SHRM, I was an active volunteer leader, and I thought, oh wow, it's so cool what they do, because I really believe in what SHRM offers for individuals from a professional development standpoint. We're all about providing you the content and resources for you to be successful. And so, but I felt when I started working for SHRM and not practicing HR all the time, I needed to continue to be relevant. And so I did that through ongoing sessions. When I'm coming to conferences like this, I listen to sessions. I also received my master's in HR 6 years ago. So it's always keeping up on what's going on, because I want to ensure that I can relate to and understand what you guys are dealing with all the time.
Fantastic. And I know that during your conversation today, you also talked about online presence and the importance of a personal brand. So for those of you that were not able to attend, that was some really good information. And I encourage you, if you get a chance to take a look back at some of the video from the conference, there was a lot of great information there. So Laurie, as an HR professional, which most of our viewers are, being a SHRM member has great benefits and value in many areas. In your opinion, what are one or two of the most superior benefits that SHRM members can provide with HR professionals?
Great question. I would say that certification, and it's not just a certification, but it's the designation or the credential that shows that you have established a level of knowledge that not everyone has. So certification is one, and then our trusted content. Because people can go to the internet, right? You can Google anything and get information, but you can know that SHRM information and content has been vetted and is trustworthy, and you can leverage it in that manner. So those are the two big things.
Right. And do you have any helpful tidbits or examples from your experience as to how associations such as the PHRA can better serve their members and in turn provide even greater value to their members? Okay,
this is a trick question because y'all are doing a great job already. But I guess what I would say is don't lose focus on that and continue building upon all the great things you're already doing. I mean, getting up to 1,280 members, that's great, an all-time high for you guys. Why not 1,300? I mean, to get to that, to continue to expand how you are assisting and helping the community. And that's what y'all are doing here. And so I want to say congrats on that, a great conference that's already underway.
Thank you. Now this next question might be a little bit more challenging. What is your pet of choice and why? Is it a dog? Is it a cat? Do you have another preference?
Yeah, good question. Actually, cats. Now, and I say that we have 2 cats now. We live in an apartment in Alexandria, Virginia. But before we moved here 7 years ago, we lived out in the country in Iowa where we had 3 German Shepherds and 2 Siamese cats. So from a family standpoint, definitely the rest of my family would say they're dog lovers, but I'm kind of a cat person, so.
Fantastic. I actually have a dog myself, so dog would be mine of choice.
But
so.
you know, dogs are okay, but with cats, you don't have to go out a couple of times a day or more, and in the winter, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
So.
But if you could have a dog and a cat,
oh, okay.
that's a win-win.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
All right, so in your role with SHRM, you have the opportunity to travel quite a bit. As far as your travels have taken you across the globe, besides Pittsburgh, of course, what is your favorite place to visit and why?
San Diego, hands down.
Okay.
The SHRM Annual Conference and Expo goes there every 4 or 5 years, but it is so beautiful there. The convention center is next to the water. There's lots of things right down the area that's easy to walk to. It's just a fun environment where you feel safe walking around, but that along with the conference is just a great experience. So I love San Diego.
Excellent. All right, well, I'd like to thank you for your time today. We appreciate it. It was such a wonderful keynote. I learned a lot myself, and I hope that our members take away the same message that I did as well.
Great, thank you. It was very fun.
Thank you.
All right, thanks everybody.